Hello, so today I want to talk to you guys about mental health and how your gut health really impacts your mental health. So I want to start off with a couple of statistics from the CDC. So anxiety and depression affect many people, but specifically in children, 7.1% of children aged 3 to 17 have been diagnosed with anxiety and 3.2% have been diagnosed with depression, and the rates have continued to increase. So the CDC's website was last reviewed in April of 2019, but the statistics they're sharing on that website have not been updated since 2012. But what they are sharing is that children aged 6 to 17 have been diagnosed with either anxiety or depression have increased from 5.4% in 2003 to 8.4% in 2012. So that was 8 years ago. I can not even imagine where we're at this point. And adults aren't much better off. So about 1 in every 6 adults has had depression at some point in their life, and anxiety typically goes hand in hand with depression. So according to the Anxiety and Depression Association of America, anxiety disorders are the most common mental illness in the United States, affecting 40 million adults 18 or older, which is 18.1% of the population. So there's a clear increase, and this is a clear problem. The question is why or how or what do we do about this? And I am definitely not an expert in mental illness, but I do have a strong passion in gut health. And I want to share kind of some of the stuff that I've learned about this particular topic. So I think it's hard to know why there is an increase in these particular disorders, but we do know that people are exposed to more and more toxins every day in the environment. And only every single day, more and more are getting introduced, and it's just hard for our bodies to keep up. So these top toxins are typically seen as foreign by your body. So when something foreign is inside of your body mounts an inflammatory reaction to try to handle or get rid of those toxins. The other piece of that I haven't talked about a whole lot is what those toxins are doing to your gut lining. So every time you have an insult to your gut lining, you're breaking down that barrier that's keeping nutrients where they need to be and pathogens where they need to be. So basically, as these toxins continue to break down your gut lining, the bad guys are starting to increase and in your gut and go places that they shouldn't be going, and you're going to have poor nutrient absorption. So those are just a couple of the examples. So why does this matter? And again, how do we tie this back to mental health? So 70% of your body's dopamine and 90% of your body's serotonin are produced in your gut. And those are basically your happy hormones, the ones that regulate you feeling happy, your reward center, your mood, just all of the things that affect those mental disorders. So when your gut is damaged and those hormones aren't being able to be produced like they should, it makes perfect sense to me why we would be having such an increase in these particular issues. So what can we do about that? I think the obvious goal is to just have kind of awareness and start thinking about the toxins that you're exposing yourself to. And we can't control it all. We actually can't control a lot of it. So I think that maybe gives us a little bit more freedom to try to control the areas we can control. Your body is meant to detox and deal with these toxins, but the problem is when we have them in excess, your body can't keep up. So just starting to have awareness and figuring out where you can control exposure to these potential bad things, and then starting to just make changes. And then a couple other things that can help us keep our gut lining really strong and intact is eating a wide variety of vegetables. So vegetables feed the good guys and sugar feeds the bad guys. So the more vegetables and fruits and produce and good, healthy, whole foods we can consume will keep your good guys in high proportion, and then decreasing your intake of sugar is gonna keep the the bad guys low. The other couple of things I would like to suggest are to consume foods that help nourish that gut lining and keep it strong. So fermented foods and drinks are a really great thing. One of our favorites is fermented sauerkraut. We try to eat that at least once, if not twice daily, as some sort of condiment or side to our meal. And then also nourishing bone broths. So more and more companies are starting to come out with bone broths on the market. So that's great. You can use that to cook your grains, saute up some vegetables. You can even just pour it in a cup, warm it up, put a little bit of salt and a fresh squeeze of lemon juice and drink that. You can add some to your smoothie. Just find ways to get these nourishing good foods in to help keep your gut strong and to counter all of these bad things that our body is being exposed to. And I would like to think that that's really going to help not only our mental health and our mental disorders, but also some of the physical things that we're seeing happening. So I hope that's helpful. Have a good day.